And we're live. Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to Flawless Rage 2. And welcome to House Flipper. Tonight, we're going to be carrying on with a new project I'm doing. So we'll get straight into that. I hope everyone's out there is okay. A couple of things tonight. If you are on the other side of the pond, in the good old US of A, then happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you've had a good day with family and friends and not too full from your meal. But we'll probably be mentioning that again with a little while if Boston comes in. So, seeing as he is our resident American. So let's get to it. So I'm doing the old barn here. And well, I'm going to turn it into something a little bit different. So it's getting near dark, which isn't very handy, is it? So let me get a bed because it looks quite dark on stream even. So I'll just quickly buy a bed. And we'll get to the sleep and we'll go morning. And then it should be a little bit brighter there. There we go. Excellent stuff. So what am I doing with this old barn here? I mean, what possible thing could I be doing with it? Well, it's Thanksgiving, right? In the US anyway. And so I've decided basically to go for it. And I'm going to make a farmer's market where you can get like fresh fruit, veg, that kind of thing, So I'm going to do it's going to be kind of like a supermarket-y kind of deal. So this is what I've done to it so far. That's what it looks like. And tonight we're just going to be, getting it functional. The only thing is this friggin' ceiling. I hate painting ceilings, but I might go with Boston's idea and actually tile the bloody thing. So that's what we'll do. We do have a different talking point tonight as well that we'll get onto in just a little bit here. So first things first, we are going to go into our surface finishes. We are going to go to our tiles, and we are going to get the white tiles. No, we're not. Fuck that. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go with... I want something supermarket-y, I could do that, actually. That could work. And then we'll make that bigger. And then we'll go with a green. That's what we'll do. We're going with the green here tonight. I'll put the torch on the game so you can see a little bit better, even though I've set it to morning. And then we will get crack-a-lacking. So let's lay these down. So yes, we're building like a farmer's market, supermarket kind of thing. Well, my vision for it is a supermarket. It might just turn into a fucking supermarket, but we will see how we get on with it. So you may be wondering, well, you've said you'll be late. Why are you not watching I'm a Celebrity? Get me out of here. I watched a little bit of it tonight, and I basically just sort of thought, you know what, I'm going to get on stream. The wife's tired anyway, so she's gone up to bed. So I thought, well, why not? Let's get on here and get it done. Because I haven't had a lot of chance to do much on here today. It's been a bit of a bastard to get on here today, if I'm completely honest with you. It's been a bit of a day. So now is chill time. Now is relaxation time. Now is just come on, shoot the shit and have fun time, So that is what we are doing. I can hear my son and daughter are still awake watching I'm a Celeb upstairs. That's fine. I've got it recording anyway, so I'll watch it tomorrow, the rest of it, or put it on ITVX or something. But in any event, let's get this done and see how we get on. So I guess we could get into a talking point. If anyone comes in, then I'll explain what the talking point is. So the first talking point is, how soon is too soon to put up Christmas decorations? Now, over here, I don't know if they do it anywhere else in the world. They probably do. There's people who are obsessed with Christmas, right? But how soon is too soon? Now, over here in the UK, we have basically, as soon as Halloween's out of the way, it's go. So basically, like the 1st of November, but, easing into October, they start the Christmas stuff on TV, and all of that sort of stuff carries on, comes along. And we generally just sort of like, have to put up with it. And, some people are sort of like, well, they're advertising Christmas stuff now, so I'll start putting Christmas decorations up. I haven't yet myself. I'm going to do mine on Monday, on the 1st of December. But a lot of people sort of like, do it earlier than that, way earlier. So that just brings me to the thought, how soon is too soon to put up Christmas decorations? I know my sister, who I spoke to a little while ago, she has hers up. She has her Christmas decorations up. I went past the house this afternoon when I went to pick up my daughter from school. They have their Christmas decorations up. How soon? Now, me personally, I think that Christmas decorations, if you're going to go by the 12 days of Christmas thing, 12 days before, 12 days after deal, then, well, it's not 12 days for fucking 4 yet. But, I personally like to put mine up on the 1st of thingy. DJ Soulsaker says, hey, it's a video game. Yes, it is a video game. Point being. So, yeah, how soon is too soon? I think that, like I say, I put mine up. I put mine up on the 1st of December every year. But a lot of people put it up before that, So, yeah. And I understand that people look forward to it and everything. How people can look forward to it this year is beyond me, with prices how they are of things, But, yeah, it's just really, really, I've always wondered that, There we go. The actual ceiling is done. I'm happy about that. So, yeah, really odd, really strange. I just wondered what your guys' opinion is. If you're watching this later, leave a comment. It's nice to put things up, but there, a lot of people don't want to be reminded of it. A lot of people do not want to be reminded of it at all. I, for one, honestly, this year I was sort of like saying at first I couldn't give a crap about it. And in a way, I'm still in that camp. But, when it comes to, when it comes to it, I guess that's just one of them things. So, yeah. Hello, Pam. Welcome to the stream. Soulshake says, come on, put the game away and take out your DJ gear. I want to hear music. I'm too old for playing games, man. You're in the wrong place then, bruh. Seriously. You in the wrong fucking place. Oh, it's just someone on here, you know. You want to listen to music, go and stick an actual stereo on. Or maybe you're one of the young age who have a Bluetooth speaker, which isn't real fucking stereo. But in any event, enjoy yourself, man. All the best to you. But yeah, Pam says, have you got young children? I mean, yes, that is a very valid point. If you, by the way, welcome to the stream, Pam. You know, yeah, welcome to the stream. It's wonderful to have one of the OG crews here. I know, don't worry about it. I'm not. You know, it's like, you know. So yeah, it's one of them things, really. So that is just one of the things that, you know, I was wanting to talk about tonight. I haven't put mine up yet. I'm not putting mine up till the first. You know, like I said, in one sense, I don't really give two fucking shits about Christmas. I don't. It's, you know, this year is way too expensive, and you know, it can be a bit of a drag if you can't afford much. Like, actually, I can't. You know, I get sort of like sometimes even off my own sisters, I get, well, you're on YouTube, you must have it. No, I don't make money on this. So yeah, Thanksgiving for Boston. Yes, it is. We're going to be talking about that in just a little bit here, Pam. We are. Yep, looking forward to that bit. I was hoping Boston was going to come in before I talked about it. That's why I did this Christmas decks one first. But yeah. But yeah, it's not too bad. You know, I guess it comes down to personal preference, doesn't it? You know, schools and shops always have things out early because, well, especially the shops, they want to make a friggin' sale, you know. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave that one there. And I know Boston isn't here, but we will ask him if he does come in, or he watches this later. The next talking point tonight, probably eating turkey and drinking. You know what? Probably more than likely, actually, Pam, to be honest with you. Right. It is Thanksgiving in the USA today. And, you know, in the UK, we don't really do that. You know, we don't really do Thanksgiving. We more sort of like just leave everything to Christmas kind of thing. So, although I'm not American, you know, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving once again to all of our American viewers. And also would like to, you know, ask the question, what are you thankful for? This goes out to everybody. What are you thankful for? You know, I mean, that's what they do in the US, right? They sit around the table, tell each other what they're thankful for. Well, we're doing it here tonight on this channel. What are you thankful for? I will tell you guys what I'm thankful for. First and foremost, if you know anything about me, anything about the year that I've had, you know that I'm thankful for my wife. I am so thankful for her because she wasn't very well at the beginning of the year. And, you know, that was very fucking, honestly, that was really traumatic. I even quit doing YouTube over it. And I didn't even want to come back without her blessing. So, you know, I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for being able to do this, you know, being able to come onto YouTube and stream games, shoot the shit, have a chat, you know, and have a laugh and everything. You know, that's what life's all about, you know, and being happy and stuff. I'm also thankful for Pam, because Pam is, you know, one of my biggest supporters. She's a great friend, and you know, when Pam and Boston and now even Kathy come into the chat, I think, okay, it's a party now. The crew's all here, the gang's all here. Let's do this shit, you know. And I really, really enjoy having all of them into the chat and having a talk and everything. So yeah, I'm grateful For Pam, I'm grateful for Boston. You are more than welcome, Pam. I mean it 100%. I'm grateful for Boston. I'm grateful for Kathy for finding us, coming in and becoming, a good friend on here and everything as well. Um, I'm thankful that for my home. For 14 years, me and my wife tried to get a different home for our kids. They used to be in a place where they were sharing a bedroom. They did that, well, ever since my daughter was like a year old, say. They shared a bedroom. He's now 14. He's going to be 15 in February. She's 10. And they needed their own room. So this year I managed to get this place. And I'm really thankful that that happened. It was a long fucking wait, but patience, patience, pays off. Pam says she's thankful for her friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm really happy that we managed to get this place and give our kids the home that they deserve because, as I've said before, I absolutely friggin' love my house. My house is the bee's fucking knees. It is the greatest thing in the history of our sport. It really is. I absolutely love it. And I do have something to show you guys at the end for Thanksgiving, which I did. It's not fully complete, but it'll do for the purposes of this stream. Pam says, I had a sad moment today, but pulled myself out of it. What was it, Pam? What made you sad, if you don't mind me asking? So, yeah, a lot can happen. A hell of a lot can happen. But sometimes you just got to take the rough with the smooth and, and everything. I've had, and more than anything right now on this very stream, I want to say I'm thankful for my mum. She's a pain in my ass. She really is. She is the biggest pain in my ass. And I feel angry with her. I feel angry with her for things that she's done throughout the year. But at the end of the day, she's still my mum. And she's not in a very good place right now. And while we're on that topic, put it this way. Today we thought she was going to need an ambulance. And I think she still did need an ambulance last time I spoke to her. And they called for an ambulance and it never came. That's too fucking narrow. So let's knock that down. Yeah, they never came and there'd be an 18-hour wait for a fucking ambulance, which is fucking ridiculous. NHS, shame on you. Pam says she listened to heaven music. Absolutely, Absolutely, things like that can get to you. I'm going to be watching a video tonight when I come off here of I like to watch classic car restorations. People getting rusty old cars that have been sitting in garages and fucking stuff for 20, 30 years and seeing if I can get them running again and stuff like that. I love that sort of stuff. And tonight I'm going to be watching one which is basically a car that my dad used to have, which is a Montego. A car that I worked on with my dad. And I haven't, my dad was, the greatest. And, it might be sort of like, getting on 15 years since, it must be getting on about 15 years since I lost him. And it still hits me and it still hurts. And some people say, well, you should just get over it, and you should go fuck yourself. But that's another thing I'm thankful for, that I grew up with such a fucking awesome dad who taught me a whole bunch of stuff, taught me about electrics, cars, that kind of thing, and exactly, yeah. And Pam's right. She says, especially this time of year. Exactly. This time of year can be a rotten bastard. It really can. If you've lost somebody, if, you miss somebody, it could be anything. A broken down relationship, somebody's passed away, you lose contact with a family member through whatever reason, it can be really, really hard and really, really difficult. And so, I like to think that, it's not all going to be doom and gloom. There's too fucking much doom and gloom in this world. There really is. I mean, I'm just thankful for the life that I have, But I guess in a way, even though she's a pain in my ass, I'm going to say thankful for my mum. I'm so thankful for my children. I'm more than thankful for them. My son is my absolute fucking hero, and he knows it. My son is my hero because when I was diagnosed in 2012 with panic attacks, depression, and anxiety, I was in a real bad funk with it, and I couldn't get out of it. He was 1 year old at the time. And, he, being him, pulled me out of that. It took a while. It don't get better overnight. But he helped me through that. And so he knows that he's my hero. And I can hear him talking upstairs right now because he's watching I'm a Celebrity. So I'm definitely thankful for him. And yeah, I'm thankful for, like I said, being able to do YouTube, being able to have this platform where I can speak about things. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what we talk about. We shoot the shit on here. We talk about anything. Nothing is off topic. Nothing is taboo. A lot of people say they don't like some people who say, well, no filter. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any fucking filter. And that's just the way that I am. And I'm also thankful for that, the way I fucking am, And a lot of people might switch off after the next thing I'm going to say, but if they do, they do. Fuck them. I'm thankful to God for, for everything. For making sure that I still have my wife. For making sure that I have my kids, and everything, for being healthy, things like that. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm an overweight fat fuck, but you know what? As long as you're healthy with it, nobody really gives a shit, and it's nothing to do with anybody else anyway. A lot of people go through a lot of shit in life. And so, in a way, I'd like the whole Thanksgiving thing to become a thing here in the UK. I really would. That would be absolutely friggin' amazing. It really would. But there we go. So yeah, my things are, what are you thankful for? Pam said a couple of things which I totally agree with and I think are awesome. And, this isn't a Thanksgiving special or anything, although I do have something to show at the end, which I've built. And Boston, if you watch this later, brother, if you're not in, I hope you enjoy a happy Thanksgiving to you and Mama Boston. And I hope, you, Mama Boston, and the rest of your family are keeping well. Fucking hate this time of year. There are good things like Thanksgiving in it, but yeah. This time of year can get to a lot of people. And there's so many things this time of year. I mean, this is the time of year where depression rates go through the roof. Mental health is fucking, working overtime. And a lot of that could be, due to anything, not being able to afford Christmas. Boston looked at your little house yesterday. Excellent stuff. You know, I'm just thankful for a lot of things. So it looks like we're turning this into. Should we just knock these fuckers down, just have it open? Because that really. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not liking how it's turning out, so we're going to destroy what we did, and then we're actually going to build fucking something on this stream. So, you know. Yeah, the time of year is dreadful. I hate this fucking time of year. I really fucking do. I hate it. But yes, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. So, to any Americans watching, happy Thanksgiving. And have you got your Christmas decorations up yet? I know the US do it big. So, you know, let's see what we get there. But on to tonight, what I'm building. Well, I'm building what I want to be a farmer's market kind of thing. You know, that's another thing I'm thankful for, farmers. Without them, we don't eat. Simple. Lorry drivers as well. Without them, that doesn't get delivered to the shops. You know. And as soon as fucking Labour realise that, the fucking better tossers. You know. Right, okay, so we're going to abandon that idea. And what we're going to do is we're going to build something instead. So, right. We'll get some bricks out and we're going to go like this. Pam says, it doesn't matter about what you can afford, it's about the love that you share. It's very true. There never have true words been spoken like that. Absolutely. I completely agree with it. Yeah. It is about the love you share between people, you know, and, you know, I fucking wall, man. Right, there we go. You know, I try to be kind as I can to people. I don't want to be one of these guys who's an arsehole, you know? Which is probably the reason I've stayed married as long as I have. I don't like it. It's not me. So, you know, yeah, and the memories you make as well, yeah. $100%. But there you go. It is just one of those things. But hey ho, you know, Friday tomorrow. That's what I always used to say. Oh well, fuck it, Friday tomorrow. Now, let's get this one. If we go from there, maybe. I am going to complete this build and everything. Obviously not on stream tonight. I'm not going to be on that fucking long. My fucking throat's going again. Let me just drink a bit of the old H2O and get some good old lubrication going. Oh, lubrication. There we go. But yeah, you know, it is exactly what Pam says. You know, just a lot going on really at this time of year. So in this farm shop, we're going to have some watermelons. Can I jump up on here? Oh, I can. Lovely. And we're going to stack that with watermelons. And yes, we're going to have cucumbers. Boston, if you're watching this, do not worry. The cucumbers are a thing. And they will make many, many ladies very, very happy, I'm sure. You know, sometimes you just don't. Sometimes I come on, have talking points, get them out of the way, and then don't know what to say. So that's why I'm talking about this, you know. But, you know, we talk about all sorts on here. I mean, I was hesitant to come back, if I'm honest, to do this. Because I basically made the promise to my wife that I wouldn't, but I was saying, like, I missed it. And she was like, well, why don't you do it again? And I mulled it over, and I thought, well, it would be nice to come back and do it. And in a way, I'm glad I have, because that's, in a way, pushed me more on House Flipper. You know, I love fucking playing this game. I don't know why, but this has become like my fucking favorite. I play this more than I play any fucking thing. You know, I do play in the WWE 2K. I play Forza, and I play things like Train Sim and stuff. But every time I always come back to this. If I'm doing a big build in the daytime, I end up putting a melon on the wall. No. If I'm doing a big build in the daytime, I like to do a little bit, come away from it for a little bit, and then, you know, go sort of like and do something else. Pam says it's relaxing. I'm always making houses. Exactly. It is 100% relaxing. Here come the cucumbers, people. You know, it is 100%. I really, really enjoy being on here and doing it. And I'm happy that I can come back on and share with you, you know, the builds that I make and stuff. Now, you know, I mean, I will be bringing other things out. And I know ever since I've been back, it's basically been just House Flipper. But quite frankly, I haven't really wanted to stream anything else. On the 23rd, I will. On the 23rd of December, I will. I'll be doing 2 streams that night. First one's probably going to be Train Sim, and then maybe Flipper after, or the other way around. I don't know yet. I don't know what way I want to do it yet. But, you know. But yeah, it's been, you know, it's wonderful coming on here, doing stuff and making stuff and pushing myself to way out of my comfort zone. You know, I mean, and the ideas just come out of fucking nowhere sometimes. You know, I'd sit there, like when I made the TV studio, we was actually watching this morning, which is a TV show here in the UK. We were actually watching this morning, and that showed sort of like the building at the outside of Television Centre, and I thought, I could build a fucking TV studio. And naturally, I put Bouncy Babes in there. But, you know, hey, that's just me, right? I'm going to keep building. I'll put the rest of that up there later. We could put some other things in here. What should we do? What other produce do we got? No, right. Okay, gotcha. You know. Do you know what? There isn't much of a fucking selection, is there? There isn't much of a selection at all. Let's do some. Let's make a bakery. Where can we make a bakery? Over here. We'll keep it away from that, and we'll make a bakery. Or should we tack it onto that? Yeah, fuck it. Let's tack it onto that. I've told my son to be quiet because my wife is upstairs sleeping, and I can hear. Well, he's got a very deep voice, my son has, and so yeah, he's making some noise. So I have to have a word with him if he's still chatting a box in a bit. I'm gonna put a line of bricks across so I can get the right. Right. Can't hear him. No. He's upstairs. He's upstairs chatting away, watching I'm a Celebrity. I should be watching it really, but like I said earlier, the wife was quite tired, and so she wanted to go to bed. Like I said, it's been one hell of a day. It really has been a bastard of a day, if I'm completely honest with you. Right, let's go. Put that up one a bit higher. So then we'll jump in. I'm going to have to make that higher there as well, aren't I? Right. There's a light switch on the floor. No, we're not going to contaminate our bread. Let's go about there. Just so we've got like a little bit for it, and bang. Right, awesome. Okay, that's looking good. So let's get some bread products. When it gets tough, just look forward to a better day tomorrow. Absolutely. You know, you've got to keep a positive attitude. You really do. A positive attitude is key. My sister practices that. My sister, well, she's a bit of a hippie, really. But she practices that. She's sort of like, got to have a positive attitude because she's been through so much shit in her life that, yeah, a positive attitude is the way to go. And in a way, in a big way, I think the hippies had it right in the 70s. I really do. Peace and love, no harm coming to anybody, no harm coming to anybody, and everybody is just happy, and people just be, and that. And I like that idea, It's nice, it's nice to think that sort of like, there's people like that even now. I mean, when my sister takes her dog for a walk, she walks barefoot in the woods. She's that fucking much of a hippie. And, I say to her, one of these days you're going to step in some dog shit or some deer shit or something. But, you know, but I love the idea of it. I think it's fucking great. Let's put a few buns in there. Got to have your baps. Everyone likes a nice couple of baps to grab hold of. To eat, you understand. So, yeah. But, I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? The only reason that I hate fucking doom and gloom. I hate watching fucking things like the fucking news and all that bullshit, right? I can't be bothered with it. The only reason I watch, which is the local news, is because I kind of have a thing for the weather girl. Legit. And, yes, you're definitely an empath. Yes, you definitely are. And that's a beautiful thing to have, and that's a beautiful thing to be. You know, see the good in everybody, feel their pain and stuff, be able to be there for people. That is absolutely bloody wonderful. I wish I could be more like that myself, but I'm not. If I was like that, I'd be with my mum right now. And I know that sounds really fucking evil that I don't want to be there and stuff, but there are reasons. And, at the moment, I do feel sorry for her, but in a way, I don't, if that makes any sense. You know, there's just a lot going on. Really, I can't go into it, but, you know, but I do appreciate, the life that my mum's given me, and how she brought me up and stuff. Because, There was a time where my mum was fucking awesome, and she's worked hard all of her life. She used to. You mean it's draining you? Well, yes. Yes, it is. It is. It's one of them things where sort of like, where sort of like I feel really fucking angry with her. But at the same time, and sometimes I'm like, for fuck's sake, want you just for, and then sometimes I feel still pissed off, but also a little bit guilty for feeling the way that I do. You know, yes, she's never been. I mean, I'm not. I've got myself away from it. I still like the whole idea of it and stuff. I'm not goth anymore. I don't sort of like do any of that stuff anymore. I still like gothic things and things like that. I always will. That's just part of who the fuck I am, right? But you know, um, but she never liked me being like that. It wasn't any of her business, But she never liked the idea of her son wearing makeup. And I used to have, I've still got the fucker, but I just don't use it. You know, it's it's things like that. And now I've got to try and find these fucking burger things or ice cream fucking things, wherever the fuck they are in this game. Um, so, you know, it is draining me, Pam. You are right. It is also, you know, it's really fucking painful to see her going through what she's going through right now and her not do anything about it. Part of that pisses me off. But one of the things that I don't like about it is the lying, because she has lied. I can't get behind that. I cannot get behind that at all. Put it this way, I've always seen myself as somebody who is a worthless piece of shit, if I'm honest. Don't know how the fucking hell I managed to land my wife, but I did. I just don't see myself as a attractive person. I don't see myself as you know, a good person in a way. I just am what I am. The way I have to see things now is take me as you find me. Is he in there? But hey, that's just me, right? So, but I will get through. I will prevail. I'm a stubborn little cunt when I want to be. So, oh, I know what we could put in here. But yes, let's get off this doom train, shall we? And get a bit happier. So, I'm going to get a couple of these. I'm going to stick them about here, the right way fucking round. We'll open that. We'll put this one on as well. And foods. Where's the foods? You can buy. There it is, a stuffed turkey. Can I put it in the fridge? Kind of. Well, I'm selling cooked turkeys. Or can we put one on the bottom? I don't think that door's going to close, is it? Kathy's in. She says, chicken butty time. Hiya. Hello, Kathy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all good. Welcome, welcome. So now we can pose the question. That ain't going to close, is it? Now we can pose the question to Kathy. We're talking because it's American Thanksgiving. Kathy, what are you thankful for? This fucker ain't going to close. You're thankful for fuck all. Fair enough. Fair enough. What can we put in there? Right. Put a few lollies in there. We might go and do a bit of work outside because I won't be long until I quit stream. Right. Do you know what? Your lovely, beautiful, amazing kids. That is absolutely amazing. Yep. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. As I said at the beginning, I'm thankful that Kathy found us. You know, and I'm thankful for Pam in Boston. And yeah. Right, so we're going to do a little bit of work outside here. People could drive in that way, I suppose, because there is a road there, isn't there? But yeah, we're going to make this into a farm shop. So let's paint the outside of it, at the front at least. But yeah, you know, it's just one of them things. Today's just been a really shit day. And I'm sorry if it's been a bit of a doomy and gloomy sort of stream, but I'm trying to pick it up. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kathy. That really means, it truly does mean a lot. No bullshit. That really does. Thank you so much. We do our best here. We do our best here. You know, there are a great group of people who come into the chat and, you know, and you're part of the Flawless family now, Kathy. So, yeah, 100%. Right. Lovely. That didn't take as long as I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'll be fine. I genuinely will. I'm not just saying that. I will be fine. It's just been one of them fucking, you know. And so are you, Kathy. 100%. You know, you're 100%. You know, you're a great laugh. You really are, and it's awesome to have you come into chat because you've got the same mindset I have, which I fully get behind. You know, so. It's doing all right, this place, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to see how this fucking pans out. I'm getting to the point, though, on this game where I'm struggling for fucking ideas. You know, I'm really fucking struggling for ideas. I'm trying to think, what can I build next? What, another strip club? A Christmas themed strip club? Call it ho ho ho. No. You know, Christmas house. The Christmas house is coming. I have started it. I have started the Christmas house. I will not be unveiling it until the 23rd, though, of December. Santa's sack. Fucking hell, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. That's amazing. Right, we might actually be building that. No shit. We might actually build that. A cookie style house. Liking the sound of it. Keeping it in theme, yeah. Or we could call it sort of like, I don't know, jingle my balls or something, couldn't we? Jingle my bells, jingle my balls. Santa comes once a year, but you don't have to. I don't know. Can't wait to see Santa's sack this year. I think Christmas streams is the ones where I, shine the most. That's where we do. I'm doing 2 streams this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And that's both streams are going to be on the 23rd, one after the other, and I'm looking forward to doing them. I really am. And by then, I'm a fucking celebrity. Will be over, so and I do enjoy watching it. But hey ho, I didn't tonight because I watched about fucking 35 minutes of it tonight, and then came on here because the wife was tired. Home Alone house. Wow. Okay. Well, it's possible with traps, and I fucking love that idea. That is great. I will have to put in some thought into what is going to be next. But they are amazing ideas. Kathy, you need to start streaming, seriously. You really do. Because you've got one hell of a fucking bunch of ideas there. Yes, Pam, they do. Yep. That's another thing. When the hell are they going to announce when they're say available to buy? Then the House Flipper reimagined kind of thing with all the DLCs. Because I'm definitely going to get it. I've decided I'm definitely going to fucking have it, but because I want to see what they've done with it and any other content and stuff. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Well, we're just thankful to have you here because you're fucking awesome. So there you go. And I fucking mean that as well. Right. Okay. Let me... Yeah, I remember that. Hurricane House, yeah. Right, I'm going to paint this ceiling of, well, this part of the outside anyway. And then we might pop along to another house I've done. Well, how long have I been streaming? I'll take a look. Thank you, Kathy. I will take a look at that. Okay, let me save this and let me go to something that I made for our American friends. Okay, let me go home. And you're going to see something very American, but in a way British as well, because they're the same colours on the flag, aren't they? So here we go. Now I've just got to remember not to load up the wrong fucking house. Right, where are we? There's 11 Bates Motels. Oh, wow. Okay. Where did we do this? The theatre. I've started to do that. House with a bunker. More than a trailer. Is it that one or is it that one? I think that one. Right, it's this one. I've brought too many fucking houses on here and don't know which one is which. This should be the right one because I've done something for our American friends. Well, mainly for Boston, but so here we are at this house. Looks all innocent, right? You're getting the idea: red, white, blue, right? Let's go inside and into a very red, white, and blue kitchen. This is for Thanksgiving. The living room also red, white, and blue. Nice and cozy and comfy. I would fucking kill for a fucking open fire. I really would. I grew up with one of them and fucking miss it. The bathroom is red, white, and blue. Down in the basement, I don't even actually know if I've done anything down here. Yeah, I have. I've started it. I basically separated it into 3 rooms. So we've got the main bit here, which is going to be like a second front room kind of thing. We've got the bathroom in here. Cheers, Pam. Thank you so much. And this is going to be like a little bedroom, but I haven't done that yet, as you can see. But if we head back up, this is where it gets going. We have a meal on the table. I did mean to put more than that out, but we have a meal. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. We've got some fish on the table. We've got some turkey. We've got cranberry sauce. We've got the cake. We've got the candles. And we also say Happy Thanksgiving 2025. That is mainly for Boston. But if you're American and you come into the stream, that is for you as well. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving 2025 on the fucking wall. And that is how we do here. You know, I wanted to do something because, you know, Boston's fucking awesome. He's, you know, what's on telly? Oh, that fucker. Right. You know, I really wanted to do it for him, you know, and spend a bit of time doing it. I shut the garage off, and that's how I managed to get that and put a new fence there. I don't actually know if I did anything else to the place. Did I put a fence there as well? Yeah. I actually can't remember if I've done anything to the backyard. I think I might have blocked the way of getting out the back, actually. I don't even know if I can get out the back. Right. We'll soon get out the back. La 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 la. La 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 la. Right. There we go. There we go. No, I didn't do anything out here. The only thing I did is basically I blocked up the basement, so, you know. This can be a sleeping area for the cat. There we go. So, there we have it. I'm going to leave it on that as I say my goodbyes, because we are now ending. Thank you guys for watching. It does mean a lot to me. Sorry if you guys have been, you know, been a bit of a doomy stream, but sometimes you just feel a bit like that, you know. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow will be better. It's fucking Friday. I want to be better. So, yeah. Thank you all so much. And to everybody who came in. Pam says, thanks for streaming. You are more than welcome, Pam. Thank you for coming in. God bless you. And, yeah, thank you so much. And Kathy says, hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much, Kathy. You're fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Much love to you. So, yes, here we go. So that's basically it. So we're going to end it off here. Oh, you don't need to apologize for that. It's all good. It's all good. You know, before I do go here in closing, awesome. Thank you, Pam. That means a lot. In closing, happy Thanksgiving to our American friends once again. Happy Thanksgiving, especially to you, Boston. I hope you're okay if you watch this. And, thank you all for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back at some point, maybe over the weekend sometime. I'm thinking possibly Sunday, all depending on what I'm doing and how tired I am. So yeah, and that also, but that may be a bit later. Have a fab weekend, says Kathy. Get a bevy down your neck. Do you know what? I might have a couple. All the best to you. You too, yeah? Right. Take care, guys. And before I do go, Pam has been in the stream tonight. Go and fucking subscribe to her. What is wrong with you? Seriously? If you're not subscribed to Pam, then there's something not quite right. She is the queen of the flipper. She is absolutely incredible, and she does the most amazing houses. She really, really does. So please go and subscribe to my very, very good friend Pam's Game TV 2000 right here on YouTube. Also, my brother from another mother, Mr. Boston Tea Pie. He is the king of the fucking mansions. Bye, Pam. Bye, Kathy. He is the king of the mansions. He is absolutely incredible. He's also a very, very good friend as well. So please go and subscribe to my bro. You stay awesome as well, Kathy. Cheers. Go and subscribe to my bro, Mr. Boston Tea Party, right here on YouTube. And hey, even if Kathy don't want to talk and that, if she wants to put videos up, then you go and subscribe to her. And I'll be shouting that out if she decides to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a good weekend. God bless you all. Stay safe. And yeah, keep it fucking real, everyone. Cheers. Thank you so much. God bless. Good night.